Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is officially the first ice fishing overnight trip from the cabin. I'll kind of show you guys later and give you guys kind of a tour, walk around of where we are in this build and everything, and explain to you some of that. And I mean, it's just pretty much almost done. We don't have water yet, but we do have heat. As you can see, the Hearthstone Bristol stove is ripping right now, and we got actually it's not ripping, it's set pretty low because it's 65 in here and it's pretty warm. So Josh is coming up. We're gonna spend the night up here and do some fishing in the morning. It's like 10:30 in the morning right now. It's a super nice day out. I just got here. I got to unload a bunch of stuff, but I think before I do that, I'm gonna go set a few traps down at the lake down here, and then we'll come back and unload our stuff. We can see our traps from up here up at camp. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get out on the snowmobile and get after some salmon, but I'm gonna go set some brook trout sets right around camp here, see if we can get a few fish. Let's go set up some traps real quick. All right, so I'm gonna drill my first hole right here. I can see camp. I can see this right from the, pretty much right from the couch. I forgot my grip for the K drill, so this ought to be a little interesting drilling this hole. 6 feet of water. Going after a brook trout in this hole. Pretty good. Oh man, we got like a foot of ice right here. Easy from the reel to there. So we got that much ice. This is January, mid-January. There's no snow anywhere really. We're supposed to get a little bit of snow tonight, so that'll be kind of cool. We'll be up here when it's snowing. We'll wake up in the morning and have 3 or 4 inches of snow maybe. And that'll make it better going for the snowmobiles. We're gonna hopefully go down the lake further and fish off a Maine point for some salmon. While the temperature's still relatively warm, I'm going to show you guys this thing I want to try this year. I've been wanting to try this for so long. This is the Blue Tips, basically Bluetooth tip-up alarm. So you attach it to your tip-up, and when you get a flag, it texts you on the app. This is a receiver which allows you to have even more distance. I think you only get maybe a couple 100 feet out of these that you attach to your trap. But if you have one of these, it extends it like double. So we should be able to be up at camp and actually be notified. And that's what I want to try out. We go on the app, we turn it on. As soon as that flag goes up, plays Little Wayne Lollipop. Why? Well, because I said it that way. So, because in the app, they have Lil Wayne Lollipop as one of the friggin' sounds, dude. Why? I don't know, but I friggin' chose it for sure. Alright, let's see. Okay. Will that work? Probably not. Yes, it will. As long as that thing is 45 degrees or better, it will let you know you got a flag. For some reason, right here next to our dock, always catch fish, so stupid not to put one here. Make sure it's gonna work. All right, let's listen for Little Wayne. Ready? My receiver's going off plus my phone, so that's good. It means they're all working. These bigger jack traps are easier. The thing's gonna keep going off till I stop, but are easier to set these up because the springs are a little bit longer. And I just put a rubber band around it. It seems to work as long as you don't drop it down the hole. Wrap it around twice, hook it on there. Should be good. Put it on the underneath side because when that flag goes up, that kind of slides down and sits right on top of the trap vertically, and that's how it, you know, that's how it works. So blue tips receiver alarm things work a lot better on these like heritage style, Forest City style flags because it's more solid of a surface, although they seem to work fine, I guess, on the jack traps, but I just haven't used them enough. They'll like fit right in there. They're kind of made for heritage traps. They almost clip straight to it, and then you can just put your rubber band around there to secure it, and it's not coming off. So see that right there? It just works better, you know. That's down, and there it is. It doesn't kind of, you know, you're gonna get vertical. Oh, Lil Wayne's playing. Flag just went up over here. It also lights up, so if you're cusk fishing at night or something. Oh, she's moving. It was. Yep. Something there. Got him. Brook trout. Nice. Nice. Did I bring my pliers? I did not. Shoot. They're in my jacket. Well, that's a stocked brook trout. You can see from his tail. They don't look like that when they're wild, but that's alright. There are wild brook trout in here. And there are wild salmon in here, but they do stock them to supplement or help with the population, I guess. I don't really know. Alright, so my traps are all set up right here. You can see them all anyway, but we're gonna set this up in the woods a little bit. This camp is right up here. You guys can see that? I put it way up on that tree. Alright. Well, we got a flag and the transmitter didn't go off. The phone didn't go off. Let's go see what's going on here. Oh, duh. That's the one that doesn't have a transmitter on it. Oh, he's around the dock or something. He got me wrapped. Can't reach that far down to this thing, but let's see. That around there. Dang, dude. I had to break it. I don't know what it's hooked on. Lost all my leader. Shoot! Alright, I don't know what happened there. I drilled a hole real close to the dock and I looked under the water. I couldn't see the line wrapped around the corner of the dock here or over there, so it must have been caught on a stick or something, and I had to break it off. I couldn't find it, so I don't think that fish was on there anyway. I couldn't feel any vibrations through the line. If you kind of pull it tight, you can sometimes feel some vibrations if the fish is still on there. And I let it sit for a little bit, see if it was going to take some line, and it didn't, so I expect it got caught on a stick or a rock and came off. So we'll see if he comes back. All right, this is one thing I had to get specifically for this trip because I need to make a mess everywhere. A boot tray and a rug. Not really sure what's going on with the GoPro, but here's the boot tray. Had to get that for today because it's going to be sloppy tomorrow and it's getting sloppy now. Not sure what's going on with the GoPro, but apparently I can't run it with the power to it because it just zaps the thing for some reason. Well, we're having GoPro issues, which is not good. But I do have the old foggy mountain flapper on. We got Lil Wayne playing. The traps have gone off. I don't even know. Like, I filmed a bunch of stuff on the GoPro, and it keeps shutting off on me and setting the files corrupt. So I don't know what I filmed for you guys already, but we got a flag down here. Oh yeah. Oh, you just tripped it. Light. Right there, real Maine flapper. It's got some ear flaps on it. But anyway, it's a good camp hat. I think we'll leave it up here. Let's turn the lights on. I'm gonna give you guys a little cabin tour here. If you guys haven't been following along, we've been building this cabin for the last, well, over a year. You guys haven't seen some of this, but I do have a playlist of the entire cabin build from start to basically where we are now. Although I have a couple videos that, including the kitchen and some other stuff, that I haven't posted yet because we haven't quite finished them. So some of the stuff you'll see here is new, and just to give you guys a little sneak peek. So here we are at the door. This is as far as I've got so far. I haven't even been able to put my stuff in yet. I keep lugging stuff in, then I get a flag. So here's the door here. That's that nice cedar coat rack that I built with my chainsaw. I did a little video on that. So we're trying that out. Got our boot mat there. And we come over here. This is our kitchen, which isn't done yet, obviously. We're gonna have a nice countertop with a bar area so you can have some stools here. These are actually, you know, they look really nice, but they're actually really cheap Home Depot cabinets that I refinished. I'm doing a video on that as well. So it wasn't all that expensive, but they look really nice. You get close to them, you know, you can tell they're not all that great a quality, but they look good from the front. That's all that matters. Don't have a stove. We have a mini fridge. At some point we'll have a big fridge. So we do have water. We have a well. We had a well put in, and we do have water, but it's not hooked up yet. So this is the only bedroom in the cabin. This is what it looks like here. Queen size bed. Get just enough room on each side so we can make the bed, get in and out. Closet over there. Got our nice exposed beams that we had locally milled for us. Some Martin's furniture that I've had for like 15 years. And it works. Snowshoe lights, looks pretty cool. It's actually pretty warm in here. There's no heater in here, but it's really comfortable. I mean, with that stove out here, I thought for sure it wouldn't be. This is our bathroom. Keeping this closed because obviously the water's not on and we don't need to use it, but toilet there, not hooked up. Shower's not hooked up, but it's in. Vanities there. That's the bathroom. Nice ceiling like the rest of it. We'll show you guys that more in detail in a different video once we get it done. Again, the kitchen. We come out into the living area here, and we got this set up pretty good so we can use it now. This was one thing I was curious about, if it was going to work well enough for us, and this was kind of the test weekend for it. Because I wanted to make sure that this is going to heat the place, and I was a little bit worried about it just because of the way that the settings are in the remote. I don't really like the remote that it comes with, but once you figure out how to use it and understand what works and what doesn't. Turned this on yesterday, like 2 o'clock. I got up here, it is super toasty in here right now. It's 66 over here in the kitchen, so it's probably like almost 70 over here by the stove, 67, and then it's just a small little gas stove. That's the only heat we have in here right now. So you can see the windows here that we put in, and some, you know, we had those custom made. A lot of the stuff we did in here, we tried to do somewhat on a budget. I know maybe it doesn't seem like it, but it really was. Like, I mean, we had these beams milled. They were cut right down the road, and someone we know has a mill cut them for us. A lot of the pine, we got like cabin grade pine to do the walls. I worked with a few companies throughout this too. Timber HP, you know, we got all that insulation in. I got these windows for a good price from a buddy. And you know, these cabinets, like I said, they're Home Depot cabinets, like the cheapest bottom of the barrel you can get. So like, you know, I was trying to save some money, and those windows up there, they may look really expensive. They're not an actual, you know, pre-made window. I measured the dimensions. We had 2 panes of glass glued together from a local glass shop, and they made it just like a window would, but there was no frame around it. So we built the frame and glued them in place. That's that. We saved probably a couple $1,000 doing that. The floors we got from Martin's, got that at a good deal. It's just vinyl plank that you click together. It's waterproof, wears like iron. Stuff's pretty nice. It was a good deal. So one of the things we haven't finished yet is this stairway, which is going to be coming up soon here, next on the list. We got to figure out how we're going to do that, get a railing on here and get some nice treads. And I'll take you up to the loft. So this floor up here we got from NC Hunt. The stuff was dirt cheap. I mean, as far as 2-inch pine goes, this is our floor and our ceiling for down below. So it's tongue and groove, 2-inch, like shiplap sort of, on the top, so it's flat. On the bottom it has like a V-match, but you know, it's not the best looking stuff, but for up here in a camp, it works pretty good. I finished it myself. We do have a bed frame up here, no bed yet, and we're gonna have another bed over here too. So we're gonna have like a queen and a full, so we can stay up here. It's pretty nice up here. I thought it'd be way warmer, but it's not. Decent sized room up here. I'll probably turn this fan on. So that's really it. It's not that big of a place, but it's plenty big enough for what we want. You know, we didn't want a huge place we had to take care of. It looks probably pretty big on the GoPro, but in person it's really not. It's 24 by 32. I know some people probably aren't as fortunate to have a place like this, but we worked really hard to get it the way we want it, and you know, to hopefully do it as cost efficiently as we can. Well, that's cabin tour. You guys will see way more of that in the future, especially as we finish this off more. But I gotta take care of some of this stuff, and probably go check the bait of my traps, but I gotta get this mess cleaned up before Josh gets here. So let me go do that. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. I might as well show you the screen porch that we built. This was one of the things we wanted to have so bad, because up here the bugs get bad. This is not finished yet, obviously, but this is a 10-foot wide by 24-foot long porch. I decided to use some of these beams. Had a couple left over, like what we used in there. We cut them and just kind of decorative, just put them up there. So this is what we got for now. We just built these screens. Just kind of pinched them in there. They're not on a frame or anything, and it's worked really well. So we haven't finished this wall yet either, and I'd like to get your guys' opinion. Any of you guys that are like builders, or even just, you know, have done any type of work like this, or have any experience with this type of stuff. Obviously some water is going to get in a little bit, not much, hardly any at all, but if it's blowing really hard it might sprinkle in a little bit. So I'm curious what you guys think. What should I put for a floor in here? Because I'm thinking I might use that same type of stuff we got on the floor in the cabin, that vinyl plank flooring. It's waterproof. I think it would be okay outside in the cold. The only thing I might do is put that textured mat underneath it to kind of set it up a little bit off the plywood, so it doesn't, when water does get underneath it, if it does, it'll dry and not sit there and, you know, rot the plywood. This is Advantech that I painted, so it should hold up for a while, but I'm thinking I might do that on the floor. But if you guys have a better idea, let me know what that would be. And then I think we might do like shiplap on this wall here and stain it, or do like cedar shiplap if I can find it somewhere. Same with like around in here. And then on the ceiling, I kind of like the idea of doing like tin roofing, like metal roofing. And I think it might make it look kind of cool, might brighten it up a little bit. Or we could do wood, but kind of sick of wood. Everything is wood in here, so let me know what you guys think. What should we put on the ceiling? Have you guys ever put tin roofing on a inside ceiling like this? How hard is that going to be? And then what about the floor? What would you guys do with the floor? So let me know down in the comments below. I'm curious what you guys think. If you guys have a camp in Maine, you've got to have one of these. If you don't know what this is, I'm sorry. I'm not going to tell you. You can leave it down in the comments below if you know what this is. I'm putting it on the camp right now. I've been waiting to do this. Let's get it up there. All right, there it is. Put it underneath that side so it doesn't get taken out by the snow, but leave your guesses. If you don't know what that is, leave your guesses down in the comments below. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are from Maine will probably know what that is, but maybe I'll tell you guys at the end of the video. All right, so had to make this little makeshift countertop. Might make it a little bit bigger in a little bit here, but check out lunch. All I got to cook with is a microwave. So pretty much everything I'm eating is gonna be microwavable. Oatmeal for breakfast, maybe breakfast sandwiches. Having that for lunch. We've got a crock pot Josh is bringing up for dinner tonight, so we'll have a good dinner. Yeah, dude. That's gonna work. I probably should have bought the microwavable pack, huh? That probably would have been a better idea. It's not like gonna be perfect. There's probably a few chunky spots that aren't soft yet. There's probably some seasoning that's not mixed in right, but guess what? It'll make a turd, and that's all that counts. Boodle!
Howdy.
How's it going? Having friggin' ramen noodles I cooked in the microwave.
There you go. I actually bought a pack I brought a pack just in case.
Does this count as the first meal? The first meal cooked in the cabin? I'm gonna say no. I'll wait till we get a stove. We'll do a catch and cook on some salmon or something. That'll be legit. I'm just relaxing, watching my traps, sitting by the fire. Josh should be here pretty much any minute, but when he gets here, he might go set some traps out. See if we can catch a couple fish. It kind of shut off there, but I think I'm gonna shuffle some stuff around. That seems to usually get a few flags. Change my bait out, maybe drop them down a little bit more, or relocate. Or maybe when Josh puts his out there, we'll get a few. The dock flag is up. Let's see what we got. Yep, he's on there. Oh, I think he came off. Shoot. Oh, he's on. What? Don't tell me hooked on something again. Shoot. This one's off this way. Josh is setting up. Gotta catch another fish here before it gets dark. Like 3:45. It's gonna be dark relatively soon, but Josh just set his traps up out there. We might as well fish into the dark a little bit. I mean, why not? We're up here, so nothing else to really do tonight. We're just gonna hang out. Sun's out, nice little sunset coming, so I'm gonna go inside, have some crock pot dinner, maybe have a couple adult beverages. We'll see. Wow, it's cold out. Anyway, the dilemma is Josh made this delicious lasagna soup and we got garlic bread, but we don't have a way to cook it, so we gotta start a fire outside. I got this beautiful wood pile here for when my buddy Ken makes me a fire pit. I got this little thing here. This rusted out piece of something. Oh man. Come on, baby. Oh yeah. Right there. That should work. Yes, sir. That'll freaking work, huh? I think that'll cook some freaking garlic bread, huh? The old truck cap camper stove. Things are rusted right out now. Yeah. Ken, we need a fire pit bad. Bad. Oh. Well, probably bedtime. All right, well, we're getting a late start this morning. We are supposed to get like 6 inches of snow, and we got pretty much nothing. I mean, if you can see my truck out there, is a dusting. Pretty much what we got on the porch here. It was so windy last night, it blew the snow through the screens. I've never seen that yet, but. So we were trying to figure out what we want to do. It's like, don't really want to run the sleds too far on the lake because it's just glare ice. Josh doesn't have studs on his track. There's no lubrication. There might be a little bit here and there, but so we thought we could just fish right around camp again. But I think we waited it out a little bit. It's like 2 degrees, not warm. The wind died down. It was blowing this morning. It died down right now. So I think we're gonna head out, try to fish our salmon spot for at least a few hours, as long as we can stand it. And if it gets bad, we'll just come back to camp and fish for brook trout and stuff up by shore, like we did yesterday. That's what we're gonna do. We're getting the sleds geared up, and we're gonna head out and hopefully catch a couple salmon. Oh, should have charged the battery, huh? Ooh. Well, this sucks. Yep. Not gonna lie, this camp looks pretty good now. Oh, she's moving. Was moving, is moving. Pretty nice, huh? Yeah, we got him. Oh boy, don't come off. Shit. Salmon. I do believe. Maybe it's a lake trout. Yeah, salmon. Dude, it's brutal out here. Not a very big one. That's a good one. I don't want to keep him out too much with that. I'm probably going to leave him. I don't want him to die, freeze, so. Fin clip. It's a stocked one, but nice. Wow, it is stupid cold out here. It's almost not even fun. Well, it isn't fun, but we did get a salmon, so that's pretty sweet. Actually didn't take that long. I mean, we're in this little shack. It's not even an insulated shack, just a small little Eskimo with the buddy heater going. Josh is setting his last trap up. I don't think we're gonna be doing too much jigging today. We just don't have the stuff to be mobile. There's no snow on the ice. What to speak of, you can barely steer the snowmobiles. No lubrication, so it's like we're kind of stuck here, and it's just brutal anyway. If we had a little bit of snow, it would make a big difference, I think, but it's just so windy. Any snow that was on the lake got blown right off. Wow, it is cold out here. Look at that. This is what we're dealing with. All right, guys, we're calling it right here. We're picking up. We've been out here for, it's almost noon. We've been out here for a few hours anyway. We should have got out here earlier, but we didn't. But the wind right now for some reason is not blowing, but it is brutal out here. Very cold. It's glare ice. We can't drive the sleds around. It's just not fun. So we're gonna pick up. We are gonna go put traps up by camp. Maybe see if we can get a brick trout or something up by camp. We're gonna go eat lunch up at the cabin because this is nuts. Not fun. All right, guys, so we're packing up for the weekend. Really, this trip was just kind of a trial run for the cabin. We've been pretty anxious to just come up here and spend some time, so that's really what we were kind of doing. You know, the fishing was a bonus, and the weather did not cooperate with us. I mean, some of my friends said they got 10 inches of snow, some people got 4 or 5 inches, and up here, I mean, usually we get more snow up here, we get absolutely nothing. So the lake was glare ice, wind's blowing, it's crazy. We did set some traps down here at the end of the day. We didn't get anything, so I know it might not have been all that of an eventful video, but hey, we're up at camp, and this marks the first overnight ice fishing trip up at camp. There'll be many more to come, especially once we get all this stuff figured out with the kitchen and the bathroom and the plumbing and all that stuff. It's gonna be pretty sweet, and we'll be able to spend more time up here and do some more fishing trips. We got to get back out and go after those salmon though, because conditions were not good for it. So I did get that one, and I'm happy about that, but there's a lot more fish out there that we left on the table today. So next time I come up, you guys will see that. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment down below if you like the cabin videos. It was kind of like a vlog style, I guess. I had some camera issues with the weather, how cold it was. Everything was kind of a mess, but we got it done. So thank you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next video.